Well, hey everybody, I'm the Crockett Cooner, and this is the Crockett Coonhound Show. And guys, oh yeah, for everybody that's been following us on my boat trailer build here for our aluminum boat project, it's come in, guys. It's the front roller. I'm not going to lie, this is a bit of an unboxing video, but I've already been into it because I think there is a lot of you at home that would probably like to know about this. A lot of you guys are building boat trailers. You're doing a lot of things. And there is nothing worse than ordering something from the internet and you get it and you're like, that was a bit of a letdown. So I wanted to get out here this morning, guys, kind of show you what I've bought. Now, I believe tax and all, this is just the front roller, guys. It was about $40, and that's shipping and everything. I got it off of Amazon, actually, and I'm really pleased with it. First of all, we have the rubber roller, guys. I'm happy about that one. It's wide enough, guys, to accept the center of the aluminum boat when it comes on. Now, keep in mind, this will be the roller for the front of the trailer. I'll get into the other parts here in a minute. Now, first of all, guys, the actual mounting hardware. So I'm going to kind of show you what we got going on here so you'll see. We're going to have that in between like so. This piece here will go around the frame. You can see that there. Now let me go just a little bit more because bolts, people like to talk bolts, and I am wanting to talk bolts myself. Guys, first impression, best I can tell, it says 8.8 right there through the pack. That kind of lets me know that we're talking something that's not really a standard thread. But they're heavy, guys. They're heavy. So for anybody that's got a aluminum boat project, or maybe even a fiberglass or bigger boat project, these front rollers might just be the thing, guys. Well, let me see what we got going on here. I'm just going to kind of, nope, yep, oh wow, look, there's two different size bolts, guys. You can see that there. This is actually, I believe, going to be the one for the roller. So let's see what we got. I've got one more in here. I'm also looking, guys, because this is the first time I've really dug into it, at lock nuts, and I like that. That's a definite too, because we don't want things coming back apart. Now, let's see what we got here. Does this go like so? I hope. Maybe. Yep. So it'll be something to that effect, guys. Or, I guess we could turn these around if need be. Oh, that's neat. I'll show you guys. Now, guys, let me get it back up here and kind of show you a little bit. The trailer that I've built for all of you that's been following along, we have a 2.5 by 2.5 piece of square tubing that is what makes the actual tongue of the trailer. It runs the full length of the trailer. Now, there's two different ways, guys, you could bolt this on. So if I bolt it like that, it might be wide enough, but we could probably turn this around a bit and it would accept a much larger frame for people that have got bigger boats. I mean, the bigger it is, if we're talking something that's actually seaworthy out in the ocean, well, you might just need that. But anyways, back to what we were looking at, guys. Let's see what we got here. Kind of see how everything looks, because what I'm going to do in a moment is I'm going to move the camera, guys, and we are going to get up there. We're going to bolt this baby together, and we're going to see how everything looks. Now, it would be probably something along these lines. See if I can kind of hold it up and show it to you guys. I do think, yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Let's see what we've got here for the rest of the hardware, because this thing has come with all kinds of washers and all types of stuff. Let me see what we got, because I'm going to sit this over here out of my way. Let's do a little counting here, guys. It looks like all the way through, guys, I am looking at lock nuts. I'm proud of that. I'm also looking at some big washers. Really proud of that. But now, I will say, there are no instructions, guys. No instructions on how this goes together for people that want instructions. So I am speculating here, guys, that when it comes to, say, some of the bigger washers, something along those lines maybe, or it could be, let's see, no, there's only 2 of them. So I would guess if they don't go there, they actually go in between and act as a bit of a roller, because if this bolts up against this, I don't know if it'll ever turn, but if it did have a bit of space in here like so, I believe it would let it roll. So those are actually, the best I can tell, guys, and I may be wrong, you guys can comment it down there, our washers up here will go in between, and then down here on the bottom, I would speculate they go on the outside with these lock nuts to keep the heads of the bolts from pulling through. So I'm liking it, guys. $40 for the front roller. Like I said, if you were looking at it from the side, guys, we had the pipe running through for the tongue. We can adjust it this way. We can adjust it up and down. And if need be, you could always take these, flip the brackets here around and make that wider for people that have bigger trailers, real heavy tongue trailers, you know, for ocean types of boats. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get the camera moved here. We're going to get up there and put this thing together. We're going to put it on. We're going to kind of look at it. And we're going to decide, actually, if this is the same type of roller we're going to need for the back of the trailer, or if we're going to buy something a bit different. But we'll be able to tell after we do a little measuring. Well, Houston, we have a problem. Guys, I'll show you something, and I was afraid of this. This is about where the roller is going to sit. I'm going to actually bring it up here as far as I can, because you have to imagine the front of the boat like that, and keep in mind that we may have to take the front rollers, take this apart, flip it over, maybe have to cut this bar and re-weld the pipe. I don't know yet, guys. We haven't set the boat up here, but I have encountered something. Now, I went ahead and kind of stuck this on here, but I'm going to undo, and I'm going to show you guys the problem we got. Now, keep in mind, folks, that, oops, this is actually a 2.5 by 2.5 piece of square tubing that I got from a local Amish fellow when I started the trailer build project. But let's look at something here for a minute. If I can get everything loose, and I can set it right up here and show you guys again at home. Now, guys, I've just got that stuck in the top hole for the time being, and you can kind of see it right there. Ideally, there's supposed to be, guys, another washer on this side, and then one of these lock nuts. And I can about halfway get it started, guys, but what's going to end up happening is if I use the bolts that came with the kit, I'm going to end up like stretching this and things. And if you were to look at this roller, and I've got the short bolt in here right now, we've got some play this way that I'm going to have to take out, guys. So through the powers of video editing, guys, I'm going to go and purchase new bolts. Now, I know that sounds a bit strange, but that's what I was afraid of, guys, when I bought this thing. I thought, you know, my bar here may be a little bit wider, and if I do like what I said earlier in the video, and I turn these around, the brackets out here to accept like about a 6-inch piece of metal. But what I'm going to do, guys, go purchase us some new bolts, and when you see me again, well, we're going to try to put this thing on with some new bolts and see how everything looks. And also, I'm going to buy some washers to go in here to go along with the washers that are in here to take up space, so we don't have back and forth play with this roller. Everything stays good and in line. I know you can't tell it here on film, but since just a second ago here where I last was talking to you guys, it's actually way later in the day. The old Cooner here's mowed 2 yards and locked up a weed eater. But while I was out in all of my travels, guys, I took the 8.8 bolts with me, and I have replaced them with some 7/16. Now you can see, I'll set it right here. We're about an inch longer. Guys, I picked up some flat washers, lock washers, and regular nuts for the new bolts and everything. And also, while I was at it, I have picked up some other washers that should, once we put this on there, help take up the space in between the roller, guys. But now, I'm pretty sure that this is going to work, guys. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to move the camera around a little bit so you guys can see me. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to bolt this roller back here where it's probably going to be closer to its position instead of me just showing you guys here in front of the pieces of the trailer. But anyways, guys, I'm going to move the camera here. We're going to take a look. We're going to make sure everything bolts up right. Guys, I got you moved. What we're going to do is I'm just going to eyeball it. We're going to go to about, call that the second hole right there. And I can already tell you by looking right here, guys, we're going to have plenty enough room. Let's see if I can get that one through. Yep. Let me find us some more washers here and lock washers, guys. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna snug it up, guys. But I don't think I'm just gonna send the bolts on home just quite yet. Maybe, guys, maybe we're gonna have to move these again. Probably will when we get the boat actually up here on the trailer. But I just wanted to see them, if nothing else, and make sure that we had everything we needed. And I hope I've got enough room right here. I believe I do, that I can get in here and tighten this up. And I also hope I've got enough washers for space up here. I do believe with this top bolt, guys, that runs through the rubber, I'm going to put a little marina grease on there. Kind of help this guy spin a little bit. But anyways, let's try that right quick and see what we got. Go ahead and get this thing out of here. That way when we put it back together, dropping everything we got here. When we put it back together, guys, everything should be all right. I think I've already got us a wrench and a socket out here. Oh, I can't reach around here and tighten this up for you folks. Is it going to go? Hope it's going to go. Did I get the wrong size? Ain't that always the way, guys? Hold on. Oh, maybe not. All right. And just bend here a little bit. Will she fit like that, or am I going to have a deep weld? Well, I got to have a deep weld, guys. Well, I'm back, guys. Is it going to fit in there? Yeah. Let's just see if we can kind of tighten these up and kind of get a good idea how everything's going to look here. Kind of in an odd spot here, guys. Trying to get everything loose and tightened up. But it's looking pretty good so far. I got to admit, it's going to work out the way I thought it would. Just kind of tighten these up a little for the time being and not just really hunker down on them. Let's see. We do have enough washers because, yeah, there's going to be, guys, in between the rubber and the metal here on either side. I'm going to call that a good, well, a little more than a quarter. I'd call it a ½ inch. So let's see, where's my big bolt? There it is. Let's see if we can't fit that in there somehow. Maybe not. If we put two of them over there, will they fit? See if this one's going to work. I can get it in there without dropping everything. Yep, there we go. See about over here on this side. How many washers do we need over there? One or two? It probably wouldn't hurt if we had two in there, guys. May have to loosen up the bottom just a little. Now, they'll fit right perfectly on the money. I can line everything up. Come on. You gonna go? But you guys can see it on camera better than I can. It's always the way, guys. I got stuff falling and moving and everything else around here. My back washer's off. Dadgummit, come on. There we go. I believe that'll do it, guys. And somewhere, that's not it. Oh, still in our box of mini bolts here. I've got another washer, but where is it? Well, daggum, have I lost everything? Oh, nope. There it is, guys. Yep. One of our original ones. Now, we still do have a lock nut up here on this side. Yeah, guys, I believe that right there is going to be it. And I believe that's going to work. That's going to leave just enough space. I'll take this back apart. I'll put a little grease in between it. But, yeah, something about like that, guys. I'll move everything so you can see it. I believe it's going to look pretty good. So, kind of to recap a little bit there, guys, for anybody following along at home, this is a 2.5 by 2.5 piece. The bolts that came with it were 3. These are 4-inch long bolts right here. This is one of the original ones on the kit, but they do send you an extra long bolt in case you need to take these, turn them the other way, and put them on an extremely wide type of boat trailer. But I like it, guys. It can adjust up and down. It can adjust this way. Maybe we could get one of these for the back there, guys. I kind of wanted to see it, but I think in the back we're going to need something that's more just stationary, that adjusts just this way, not so much up and down. But I'm going to do a little more internet research on it, guys. But anyways, I'm going to stop the video right there, guys. I say it all the time. Stay safe on the water, stay safe in the woods, and stay tuned here at the Crockett Coonhound Show. For myself and Scooter, we'll have you folks another video dropping shortly. You guys have a great day.